Fox Sports Trending now.
Ravens and Steelers tonight in Pittsburgh. To start off week 4, they'll kick it off in about 90 minutes from the Steel City. Pittsburgh without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. He'll miss 4 to 6 weeks with a knee injury, so Michael Vick gets the start tonight. Colts quarterback Andrew Luck limited in practice for the second straight day with a shoulder injury, while Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll says they will wait and see on the status of running back Martian Lynch for Monday's game against Detroit because of a hamstring injury. Golden State Warriors head coach Steve Kerr will take a leave of absence to rehab and recover from off-season back surgery. No timetable for Kerr's return to the bench. Assistant Luke Walton will take over the head coaching reins in Kerr's absence. In baseball, Blue Jays shortstop Troy Tulowitzki likely to return from his fractured shoulder blade on Saturday against the Rays. Toronto lost to Baltimore today 6-4. Dodgers beat the Giants 3-2, while the Mets fell to the Phils 3-0. Mets and Dodgers both 89 and 70 on the season. I'm Dan Byer.
We are the House of Shock Haunted House presents The Resurrection. The House of Shock returns with 2 brand new and completely sick events. The Bordello of Freaks, where the freaks get freaky, featuring Laugh in the Dark, a 3D all-out clown assault, and of course, the resurrection of The House of Shock, an all-new reimagining of the best haunted house in New Orleans. For more info, go to houseofshock.com. The House of Shock.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
RockabillyRoadTrip.com. Join Nicky the Pipe and his homemade bride Patches on a cross-country journey in his custom-built rat rod, the Devil Driver. Go support a brand new Kickstarter to make this amazing comic into a movie and help make the custom rat rod, the Devil Driver, come to life. Go to RockabillyRoadTrip.com or their Kickstarter page, Rockabilly Road Trip Movie, and help make this piece of comic book Americana come to life. That's Rockabilly Road Trip Movie on Kickstarter and RockabillyRoadTrip.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
Come to New Orleans' premier tabletop gaming store, Go For Games, located on 701 David Drive in Metairie. Warhammer, War Machine, Magic the Gathering, HeroClix, Pathfinder, and many more. Visit us at goforgamesnola.com. That's GO4 gamesnola.com for the latest news and upcoming events. We're open 7 days a week. Call us at 504-324-8335 or come on by. Go For Games, your gaming destination.
In a New Orleans that never was and never will be, airships float high above the city while platoons of clockwork automatons patrol the streets below. In Storyville, pirates, streetwalkers, gamblers, and thieves prowl back alleys in search of their next mark. New Orleans by Gaslight, the premier anthology of locally written and locally produced steampunk poetry and fiction, all set in Victorian New Orleans. Buy it now, available in both paperback and Kindle versions at Amazon.com. New Orleans by Gaslight.
Resistance is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Good afternoon, New Orleans. This is The Week in Geek. Coming to you live from the tubbyandcoos.com studios and our new home, Fox Sports 1280. I'm your host, David D. Squared DeCorbier with
Brian Held.
And Brian, first off, we want to welcome all of our new listeners. Give them a quick overview of the show, as it were. The Week in Geek is your source for science fiction news and events, with book and game reviews, TV and movie commentary, interviews with local and national authors. Like whom, Brian?
Let's see. We've had Lee Martindale, Kimberly Richardson,
Jim Butcher,
Jim Butcher.
Harry Turtledove. He's
Yep.
the man. I love that dude. And interviews with TV and movie celebrities as well. And that's not a joke. Michael Rooker from The Walking Dead, Scott
Grier.
Wilson, Pam Grier.
Yep.
So we have a lot of great stuff for you. Now, each show follows pretty much a similar format. We bring on our boy Skungy with his video game pick of the week, where he tells us about the hottest new games and whether or not they are worth your dang time or money. And then we'll do a little top nerd news, some word of the day action, the book of the month. And as always, we close out the show with This Week in Geek History. Now, as always, we strongly urge you to check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Week in Geek, or follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio, or check out our website at twigradio.com. Now, Brian, how can people listen to this fine show?
Well, there's a number of ways, Dave. It's really simple. You can download the iHeartRadio app for your smartphone or tablet. You can get a copy of today's show at foxsportsam1280.com, or you can use our YouTube channel. That's the Week in Geek radio show on YouTube. Now, real quick, we are going to have a little bit of delay getting this podcast up. Some growing pains getting in, on the air here, but it'll be up soon.
Yeah, we're going to get that covered. So, you know what, without much further ado, let's take care of our boy Skungy and his pick of the week.
I am not what you would call a handsome man.
Skungy's Pick of the Week is brought to you by Wits Inn Bar and Pizza Kitchen. Skungy's Pick of the Week.
You might be an idiot savant.
Skungy, what's shaking bacon?
Not much, gentlemen.
Hey, man.
Hey, Brian.
So, what you got for us today, man?
So today we have a brand new game just came out on Sunday called Lego Dimension.
Oh, God.
Yes. Yes.
I just, the word Lego makes me think that I'm going to be poor. So, lay it on me.
Unfortunately, yeah, you're going to be poor. And it's going to be more than you used to. But, the game itself is fun. Anybody who's ever played a Lego game is going to jump right in, have no problem with it. It's easy, it's fun, it's got that humor that all the other Lego games have.
All right.
Now, the problem is...
Yeah, all right. What is the problem?
The problem is that it's what they call the new Toys for Life is what they've rebranded all these games like Skylanders and Disney Infinity. They call them Toys for Life. Well, Lego Dimensions is a Toys for Life game.
What the hell does that mean?
It comes with a portal, 3 characters in a vehicle. Now, that's Batman, Gandalf, and Wildfire from the
Lego movie.
The Lego movie. Now, they're all fun and they all play differently. In fact, like Wildfire has it looks like her animations look like you're actually watching the Lego movie, where everybody else looks like just normal animation. So each one's unique. But if you want to get more characters and unlock more characters, you have to buy them.
So basically, Dave, it's like the Disney Infinity, right? It's the little bitty action figures that make it real easy for the kids to be like, Mom, Dad, I have to have that, right?
It's exactly like that, but here's the cool thing. They're all Legos. So every time you buy one of these packs, they're fun packs, they're team packs, they're level packs, ranging from $14.99 to $29.99. Some of them have just characters, some of them have vehicles, some of them have levels. But every time you buy one of these packs, they're in pieces. So you actually have to put the Legos together.
Oh, wow. That's cool, because the Disney Infinity stuff's kind of static. It's just, it's just a figure, and it's not even an action figure.
No, it's not. And the other cool thing is all the vehicles that you get. If you the vehicle, or say the Batmobile, it comes with the Batmobile. So when you put the Batmobile together, as you play the game, you're going to unlock another version of the Batmobile. So you're going to take the Lego Batmobile apart in real life and remake it into the next, the next evolution of the Batmobile, and then take it apart again and do the third evolution.
Interesting. That's pretty cool.
So can I use all the old Legos that are lying around my house from my son, who just haphazardly leaves crap around the house?
No,
can I use any of them? I can't.
No, because you have to spend money, new money, not old money.
Can I throw them at my kid and tell him it's 3D? Will that work? No.
You know what? If it makes you feel happy, I'm sure it'll work. But like asking your son is going to drive you nuts with this game as well.
I'm sure there's some sort of chip that's interactive with the console, right?
All right. Let's. You kind of ran through the prices. So how much is the game and how much are each of the packages and how much is this all going to set me back?
And what platforms is it available on?
Oh, good question.
It's on every platform. PlayStation. It's not on the PC yet, but it's on PlayStation, Xbox, Wii U, both PlayStation 3 and 4, and both Xbox 360 and Xbox One. The starter set itself is $100. The fun pack, which is a character and a vehicle, is $14.99. A team pack, which is 2 characters, 2 vehicles, is $24.99. And the level pack, which is a character, a vehicle, a gadget, and a whole level that you could play with that character, is $30. But here's a great thing about it. Unlike Infinity and Skylanders, this pack will be the only starter pack you need for the next 2 to 3 years.
Really?
So you don't have to every year buy another starter pack. That's why it's a little bit more expensive out of the gate, but it's going to save you money down the road.
So, I'm just worried about. So if I don't buy this for him till Christmas, am I going to be the worst parent ever?
No, because they got so many different things that are constantly going to be coming out. That's the other thing. They have different franchises. They have The Simpsons. They have Ghostbusters. They have Back to the Future, Portal. They have Doctor Who. They have Lord of the Rings. All of the Lego franchises that they basically have a Lego set for, you'll have a Lego world for, and they're just going to gradually come out with them. Not everything comes out all at once.
Oh, well, all right. Now it kind of sounds cool with Doctor Who and Back to the Future and The Simpsons and all
I'm
that.
just wondering, Skungy, do you think this is going to give Disney Infinity a run for its money?
I think it will, because of the simple fact that there is the whole. I mean, Lego's already built-in franchise. Everybody knows Lego. It's a brand name that's known around the world, and kids love to put Legos together.
Right.
So I think that's where you'll have the advantage over Disney Infinity. It doesn't have as much creativity in-game that Infinity does, but it's outside of the game it does.
All right.
So, all right, you were telling me that you had to set up the game. You actually had to build some freaking Legos?
Yeah, you have to build the portal.
Man.
It comes with a 200-piece Lego set that you have to build the entire portal.
That's a lot of effort. Well, you know what? I guess you can build it while you're uploading the game, because it takes forever.
That would be smart, because it does take a little while to install all these games. With now everything needs to be installed. It's good to use that time to just build it.
Yeah, I'll totally use that time constructively. Promise.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. Well, what else came out? I know we had a couple of great games come out recently. I mean, we got so much other stuff, but I mean, didn't Blood Bowl come out?
Blood Bowl just came out about a week ago. The Game Workshop fantasy football.
We put the fantasy in fantasy football.
Yeah.
With orcs and goblins and elves and whatnot playing, and they skirmish of pigskin football where you can basically kill the other team if you so choose.
See, this is where I want to be able to create the Saints. And so that way I could at least, maybe, since this season is a wash, I can at least have a bunch of Saints as orcs, kill a bunch of little pansy elves.
Truly living a fantasy football for this year.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough year. So what else came out besides that? Anything else? Am I missing something?
I mean, they got some older stuff like FIFA football came out, soccer came out not too long ago, and FIFA's always a popular franchise. I mean, believe it or not, it's the biggest franchise in the world. So it's the best-selling game in the world, sports-wise. And the cool thing with that is that you can constantly buy packs where you can get new players, new stadiums. They introduced the national women's team this year, so you get to play the World Cup winning United States women team.
Yeah. Okay. Move on from that one.
That's basically that's it. It's been a little slow, but I'm telling you, the next couple of months is where everything's going to ramp up and go crazy. You got so many games coming out in the next couple of months, your head's going to spin. All
right. Well, we'll come back right after the break and get into some top nerd news.
Yeah. All right, Skungy. Well, look, thank you, man. We'll talk to you again next week, buddy.
Don't forget to go to the House of Shock tomorrow.
Oh, man. You know what? Kill the music. Hold on a minute. So that's right. House of Shock, another fine sponsor of the Weekend Geek. It opens tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow night. Tickets start going on sale at 7 o'clock. 2 haunted houses, the Bordello Freaks and the Resurrection. It's going to be a great time, all new. I've worked at this place for 16 years, and I've never seen it look better.
Man, all right. So how much are tickets, and how else can we find out about it? What is it, houseofshock.com?
Houseofshock.com. Tickets are going to be $25 at the door.
Awesome.
But it's college night, so if you have a college ID, go online. You can tomorrow night, and you can get a discount.
Cool. The Killing College Co-eds. Oh, wait, that wouldn't work. They find the bodies in the back of the House of Shock. All right, man. Thank you, buddy. We'll talk to you again next week.
All right, guys. Take it easy.
All right. All right, guys. This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. I'm your host, David D. Squared to Corbier with
Brian Held.
And when we come back, we'll do a little top nerd news and word of the day. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
From the Legal Inc. Traffic Center, Fox Sports 1280, Time Saver Traffic.
We're still seeing heavy congestion crossing the Crescent City connection to the East Bank, beginning from Terry Parkway, remains tight on the Lakebound Expressway. Heavy I-10 westbound between Carrollton and West End, slows up again through Metairie between Bonneville and Power. If you're headed to the high-rise, your high-rise delays begin from Elysian Fields on the I-10 as well as the I-610. Slow and go I-10 westbound between Orleans Avenue and the Claiborne flyover ramp. I'm Angie Burldgay. Follow us on Twitter at Total Traffic NO.
This report sponsored by National Tire and Battery. Tire Kingdom is now NTB in your neighborhood. Tire Kingdom, now in your neighborhood NTB, reminds you to change your wiper blades. If the wipers stick or your view is streaky or hazy, it's time to see where you're going. National Tire and Battery, that's all you need.
I'm meteorologist Bruce Katz in the Fox 8 Weather Center. Tonight, a great-looking night for your Thursday night plans. Fair skies, breezy and cool, lower 50s on the North Shore, lower 60s south. And for Friday into the weekend, beautiful fall-like weather, partly to mostly sunny each day. Highs only in the upper 70s, overnight lows in the lower 50s on the North Shore to the low to mid-60s south. So it looks like this beautiful weather hangs in through the weekend into early next week, so get out and enjoy. From the Fox 8 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Bruce Katz with your Weather Authority forecast.
This is Fox Sports Daybreak with Andy Furman and Mike North.
CBS has announced this yesterday, the Pylon Cam. CBS says they're going to use 4 custom-molded pylons. So much for the so-called stadium experience. To me, I'm going to put my fat ass on the couch because now with the Pylon camera and everything else and replays, it's better on TV. HD, are you kidding me? It's better.
Fox Sports Daybreak.
Don't miss this. Mornings 5 to 8, Fox Sports 1280.
The House of Shock Haunted House presents The Resurrection. The House of Shock returns with 2 brand new and completely sick events. The Bordello of Freaks, where the freaks get freaky. Featuring Laugh in the Dark, a 3D all-out clown assault. And of course, the resurrection of The House of Shock, an all-new reimagining of the best haunted house in New Orleans. For more info, go to houseofshock.com. The House of Shock.
Wits Inn Bar and Pizza Kitchen. Wits Inn is an upscale neighborhood bar and pizza kitchen in the heart of Mid-City at 141 North Carrollton. Wits Inn is open 7 days a week and the kitchen is always open late. Make Wits Inn your home for sports. With 18 TVs, the NFL package, and the SEC channel, you'll never miss a game. Check out our food and drink specials like Thursday $5 pizzas and the Wit Maker at WITSINN.com. Wits Inn Bar and Pizza Kitchen. Think, drink, live, laugh.
RockabillyRoadTrip.com. Join Nicky the Pipe and his homemade bride Patches on a cross-country journey in his custom-built rat rod, the Devil Driver. Go support a brand new Kickstarter to make this amazing comic into a movie and help make the custom rat rod, the Devil Driver, come to life. Go to RockabillyRoadTrip.com or their Kickstarter page, Rockabilly Road Trip Movie, and help make this piece of comic book Americana come to life. That's Rockabilly Road Trip Movie on Kickstarter and RockabillyRoadTrip.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
You're listening to the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Here's David and Brian.
Welcome back. This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280, coming to you live from the tubbyandcoos.com studios. I like saying that, Brian.
Yeah.
It is nice to say that. So, you know what? How do you want to start off this new segment of ours? You want to educate the audience with a little word of the day action? Because,
sure.
You know, I just like learning new words, and I think you people out there should learn it too.
And now it's time for the word of the day.
Hell, you could say that 10,000 times and it still wouldn't be enough. It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time. Shake it back!
The word of the day.
I love it. Say it one more time. Shake it back!
The word of the day is brought to you by the Vaping Tiger. Find them on the web at vapingtiger.com. The word of the day.
All right, Dave, you ready?
I am ready, man.
It's,
what we got?
Paroxysm.
What?
Paroxysm.
Purple people eater?
No. It's a fit, attack, or sudden increase or recurrence of symptoms as of a disease, a convulsion, or, as applies to you, a sudden violent emotion or action, an outburst.
Wait, are you trying to say that I have just random outbursts?
Yes.
I did not have one earlier when I thought that I wasn't recording the podcast. I promise you I did not almost flip out. I promise you I was completely calm and sane. Yeah, that is actually a quite fitting word. You know, also, speaking of the word of the day, it just reminds me about NOLAShops.com.
Yes.
They've been a sponsor for quite some time now,
they
too.
have.
And they didn't know that we had a logo.
Really?
Yeah, no, they did not. So now NOLAShops.com, you can go there and check out our logo.
That's cool. That's still up in the top left on their page?
It is. All right, you know what? I think it's time to do some top nerd news. You
yes,
with me?
Sir.
Let's do it.
And now your top nerd news stories from around the world. Brought to you by Heroes Corner Comics. Find them on the World Wide Web at heroescornercomics.com. And now your top nerd news stories.
All right, what's topping us off today, man?
All right, so really big news, right? Several months ago, Alan Tudyk came out with an Indiegogo campaign for a little production called Con Man, right?
Right.
And
Walsh from Serenity, if people don't know that.
Right. And it stars all kind of great stars like Nathan Fillion and Felicia Day and Casper Van Dien and just like a ton of folks from the industry that are part of this production. So earlier, it was yesterday that the backers for that Indiegogo campaign were able to see for the first time the first 4 segments of the first season. There's 13 episodes.
Oh, okay. So what were the first 4? I mean, like the first 4 segments.
Yeah,
or the first 4 episodes.
The first 4 episodes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
right.
but
You're confusing me, man.
Sorry, but they're like little 10-minute episodes.
Oh,
right?
okay. So,
but 4 of them will be one story arc, right? And so folks now can go to Vimeo, to the Con Man page on Vimeo and rent. It's like $15 for 3 months. You can rent the whole season, and they're going to release them 4 episodes each week through the rest of this month, and then the whole season will be available. I've gotten so on entertainmentweekly.com last night they had the first 3 episodes for free.
Oh, okay.
That was streaming.
I was wondering about that because I mean when I read the article, it looked like it was only on the EW.
No, that was just a little promotion to, kind of tease people in to watch it.
Like a drug dealer. Here, first 4 episodes are free. Yeah, forget about it.
Yeah. No, but it was really. I watched all 3 of them. It's awesome. Just
what the hell is it about though?
So okay, it's about.
I mean, con man is a very vague term, unless you're a nerd like us. But
because convention man didn't sound as good.
Well, right. Is that what it means though?
It's talking about convention. So basically, Alan Tudyk and Nathan Fillion, their characters are actors in a science fiction television show that was canceled before its time.
This sounds a lot like Galaxy Quest.
No, it's Firefly is what they're.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, all right.
Okay, and so basically it follows the life of these 2 characters after the show. The show's been canceled. Nathan Fillion's character goes on to be wildly successful, and Alan Tudyk, right, exactly, and Alan Tudyk not so much. And Alan Tudyk's going to all these conventions and interacting with fans and stuff, and he's kind of whiny a little bit, but it's very funny.
They like me though. They really like me.
Oh yeah, and who was the lady who played Rita in Cheers?
Oh my God!
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. Short with the curly black
Yeah, she's
hair.
married to Danny DeVito. Yeah. She's in it.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and like I said, Felicia Day is in it. And said there's so many. Look, Casper Van Dien. He plays a bartender at a bar at an airport, and then you see another bar later on, and it's the same guy. He's bartending again, but it's like they're in separate cities. So it's going to be a running gag. So
That's
anyway,
cool.
yeah.
So all right, so that's already started. So when can I give them $15 friggin' to watch this?
Right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go to commercial, and I'll start watching. No, we can't do that.
Yeah.
Damn it. All right. So that's all you got on that front, huh?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. So every week, 4 more episodes will come out or thereabouts. They'll break it up throughout the month.
All right. So what do you want to move on to next with our top nerd news? You want to talk about Major League Gaming?
I do.
Let's talk about Major League Gaming because they're coming into town.
They are, right? So Major League Gaming is the longest running esports league in the world. They announced they've partnered with the city of New Orleans. They're going to host the MLG World Finals at the Ernest Morial Convention Center on October 16th through 18th. The 3-day event was going to feature the best in Dota, which is Defense of the Ancients 2, and Call of Duty Advanced Warfare teams competing for $500,000 in prizes.
All right, stop right there.
What?
The Call of Duty. Is there an age limit where I'm not going in there and playing against a bunch of 12-year-olds because 12-year-olds cheat.
No,
they have insane reflexes and they destroy me. That's why I stopped playing Call of Duty online.
These are esports leagues, dude. These are adults, man.
All right,
these
so
are
they're
people,
adults.
Yeah,
I mean, if I see a kid there, I'm gonna just lose it.
You might see some kids there, but
I'm talking about kids on the console playing me in the tournament.
Okay, first off, this is PC gaming, dude.
What is a PC? Sorry, for all our new listeners out there, Brian enjoys playing computer games on his personal computer.
Yes.
I think you're a loser.
Well, because you play those dirty consoles like the Xbox and the PS4 and all that.
The Xbox and the PS4 is vastly superior.
Not really.
No, they are.
No, they're not. Considering I built my machine, I know exactly what's in it.
Oh, so you built it with loving care.
I did.
Yeah, whatever. All right, so wait, so the MLG isn't console gaming? It's computer gaming?
Oh yeah.
Oh, boo.
Oh, this is serious, dude. $500,000 in prizes on the line for this stuff. You don't think they're doing it on a console?
Oh,
right.
You're an evil, vile man. Continue reading the press release.
So, basically,
we're going to be live there, aren't we? Well, we're going to be getting interviews there, right?
Right. That's what we're talking about it. So, Skungy and I are actually going to go down there for the event. This is their 100th live event that they're doing in our fine city. How cool is that?
So they know what they're doing then.
Yeah. They've been at this for a while. To date, they've had over, let's see, 45 million online matches, played over 10 million registered users, and they've given away $13.5 million.
Googly moogly.
Yes.
That's a lot of money, Papa.
Yes.
That's a lot of scratch.
Right, exactly. Look, that's the thing is that, all this gaming stuff, there's this huge amount of money.
Dude, people make fun of us nerds. The geeks will inherit the earth. But no, seriously, the Bryant Gumbel, it's sports ball, Brian. I know you're not a big fan of sports ball.
Right.
But, I mean, they have these major league games, but there's also some of these guys are world famous where they literally, they don't leave their homes sometimes. I mean, that'd be pretty sweet. But they do online training and they companies pay them millions of dollars to have FaceTime with their special clients or do tutorials for the Gamer 101, and they teach people how to do what they do, and they make mad cash.
Oh yeah, well, and then there's the whole new phenomenon that's come up in the past couple of years is that Twitch TV stuff, right, where you can watch people play games online, right? Which I find a little odd because I'd rather be playing the game.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel did a little sketch on that, and I mean, some of the gamers went a little nutso, but
the people who are getting the huge streams on that, the tons of viewers are getting paid to do that.
Yeah, that PewDiePie. My kid loves that.
Yeah,
I mean it's absolute garbage. But I mean my kid loves it. He's 9.
Right.
So like when we met the Smosh TV guys at the Dallas Fan Expo, I was like, I don't know you guys, but my child loves you.
Right.
Like we get that a lot, bro. So good Lord, it's almost time for a break. Hey, you know what? When we come back, we're going to do a little book of the month action because, it's a new month, Brian. It's October 1st.
That's
and
true.
So we have the new book of the month. Also, what else do we have? We got to continue top nerd news.
We've got tons more top nerd news to talk about.
All right, so when we come back, we are going to do top nerd news, book of the month, and as always, we close out the show with This Week in Geek History. So stay tuned. This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. I'm your host, David D Squared DeCorbier with
Brian Held.
So stay tuned. This is Fox Sports 1280.
From the Legal Inc. Traffic Center, Fox Sports 1280, time saver traffic.
We're still seeing heavy congestion crossing the Crescent City connection to the East Bank, beginning from Terry Parkway, remains tight on the Lakebound Expressway. Heavy I-10 westbound between Carrollton and West End, slows up again through Metairie between Bonneville and Power. If you're headed to the high-rise, your high-rise delays begin from Elysian Fields on the I-10 as well as the I-610. Slow and go I-10 westbound between Orleans Avenue and the Claiborne flyover ramp. I'm Angie Burldgay. Follow us on Twitter at Total Traffic NO.
This report brought to you by McDonald's. Now on the McDonald's Dollar Menu and more, you can get your favorite classics like the cheeseburger or hot and spicy McChicken for just $1. Plus, new to the Dollar Menu and more, get a 4-piece chicken McNuggets or small fries for just $1. This report is brought to you by Mount Carmel Academy's Open House, October 8th.
I'm meteorologist Bruce Katz in the Fox 8 Weather Center. Tonight, a great-looking night for your Thursday night plans. Fair skies, breezy and cool, lower 50s on the North Shore, lower 60s south. And for Friday into the weekend, beautiful fall-like weather, partly to mostly sunny each day. Highs only in the upper 70s, overnight lows in the lower 50s on the North Shore to the low to mid-60s south. So it looks like this beautiful weather hangs in through the weekend into early next week, so get out and enjoy. From the Fox 8 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Bruce Katz with your Weather Authority forecast.
Thursday, October 8th is Mount Carmel Academy's Open House. Students can explore where young women develop their faith, minds, and talents. Come experience the spirit of being a Cub at Mount Carmel Academy's Open House. Continuous tours from 3 to 7 p.m. October 8th.
Get your Plenty card at Exxon or Mobil and start earning points at lots of places.
So I get points for filling up at Exxon?
You sure do.
What about getting coffee at Mobil?
Points.
Streaming TV shows on Hulu?
Definitely.
Points on my AT&T wireless bill?
Yep.
Buying soap?
At Rite Aid.
Buying you a birthday present?
Points at Macy's.
Visiting your parents?
No. You get marriage points.
Oh.
Exxon and Mobil are the only fuel brands that are part of Plenty, the rewards program that lets you earn points at one place and use them at another. Join Plenty for free through a participating Exxon or Mobil station today. Terms and limitations apply. See plenty.com/partners for details.
Let's step it up a notch. Only the Home Depot has guaranteed low prices on items throughout the store. And every week, you'll find new ways to do more with every dollar. Whether it's doing one project for less, taking on more projects than you thought you'd be able to, or doing everything just a little better, you'll find everything you need to improve your home and your savings. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
The House of Shock Haunted House presents The Resurrection. The House of Shock returns with 2 brand new and completely sick events. The Bordello of Freaks, where the freaks get freaky, featuring Laugh in the Dark, a 3D all-out clown assault, and of course, the resurrection of The House of Shock, an all-new reimagining of the best haunted house in New Orleans. For more info, go to houseofshock.com. The House of Shock.
RockabillyRoadTrip.com. Join Nicky the Pipe and his homemade bride Patches on a cross-country journey in his custom-built rat rod, the Devil Driver. Go support a brand new Kickstarter to make this amazing comic into a movie and help make the custom rat rod, the Devil Driver, come to life. Go to RockabillyRoadTrip.com or their Kickstarter page, Rockabilly Road Trip Movie, and help make this piece of comic book Americana come to life. That's Rockabilly Road Trip Movie on Kickstarter and RockabillyRoadTrip.com.
This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Don't forget you can download a copy of the show at foxsportsam1280.com. Here's David and Brian.
Welcome back. All right, this is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Now, Brian, FoxSportsAM1280.com is where people can download the podcast.
Right.
So, but we might have a little issues. It might not be up tonight, but
Right.
it will be there. It will be up.
Yeah.
So if you want to find out more information, follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio. Check out our Facebook page because you will always find a link to all of our information right there on Facebook.com/The Week in Geek. All right, Brian, we left off on Top Nerd News, and
we still got some. And look, that last commercial, Rockabilly Road Trip, that was just on. I kind of wanted to expand on that just a little bit. Because,
Nicky the Pipe.
Oh yeah,
and his homemade bride patches.
I know,
dude. They got a pinup girl who's going to be doing the movie part.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Preston Acevedo is the artist who does that, and Jesse Robolowski is the writer and kind of director of this whole process that's going on. And basically, Preston has drawn this great comic book with the Devil Driver, which is kind of this rat rod. And, the character can build anything. He's just kind of this mechanical genius.
Yeah, right,
and then he builds a crash test dummy that comes to life. Right. and they go on these wacky adventures across the whole country. And
they make a pit stop down here in New Orleans.
They do. They do. And I believe there are 5 issues of the comic out right now. And that all of this whole project is based on. But the goal is to build the Devil Driver, actually build the car and take it around to conventions and car shows and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
They're going to make a movie. So definitely want to go support our friends out there with Rockabilly Road Trip. They're doing a Kickstarter right now.
Rockabilly Road Trip movie on Kickstarter.
Yep.
All right, so you know what? We had the Martian, right?
Well, no, Contraflow.
Oh,
first.
Contraflow. See, well, you have a microphone. Use it.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell's wrong with you?
No,
Talk, damn you.
Uh-huh. So this weekend, you're going to be out of town, but myself and possibly Skungy for a little while, we're going to be out at Contraflow, which is going to be at the Airport Hilton, right across the street from the airport down in Kennebra. Yeah.
Going to Kennebra. But one of their great charities for this event is the libraries,
right? Yeah.
And so we've had them on the show before, and these people put together a great convention. So mostly a literary convention, you would say?
Right, yeah. There's going to be a lot of authors there. They're also hosting Deep South Con 53, which is a roving convention. It's going to be here in New Orleans this weekend. So that's going to bring more authors, more big names out to this event. But there's going to be gaming, and they're going to have the Steam Cog Orchestra out.
Yeah,
that's
those
gonna
wacky
be,
guys.
Oh yeah, they're going to have tea dueling, which is just epic, right?
It's not epic.
Yes.
How can you say tea dueling is epic?
Oh, it's great, man. Come
It is
on.
cracker eating versus cracker eating, but you must dip it
biscuits.
daintily in the tea.
They're not crackers; they're biscuits.
Whatever.
Right?
It'd be funny to watch,
Yeah,
but I would
exactly.
never say it's thrilling, adventurous tea dipping biscuits.
Oh,
No, nay. Good Lord have mercy.
All right, and they're going to have a costume contest. There's gaming. There's going to be dealers. Plenty of fan groups out there. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. Airport Hilton. Go check it out.
All right.
This weekend. All right. Next, we were going to talk about The Martian.
The Martian, the movie. Well, you know what? What made me think about The Martian, the movie, is why I put it in our show notes, is because, Brian, dun, 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 they found water on Mars.
I know.
I mean, that's actually kind of crazy. I mean, I love it because, I'm reading the news article, and they're trying to figure out how they can find life.
Right.
Can you imagine the way some people's heads will explode if they find life on another planet?
Oh no!
I'm going to get a bowl of popcorn and just watch.
I'm actually excited. Now, look, it's not absolutely definitive. that
No, it's
there's
not.
moving water, right? I mean, it's because they know it's at the poles, right? There's frozen, water there, but they still have a lot of research to do, and they can't go in and actually have the rovers go collect it.
Well, right, and actually, I think I put it in the show notes that there's 2 more Mars missions, and they are equipping them with special technology that is supposed to be more geared towards finding even fossil remains as well.
Right,
Stuff that they already use here.
Well, and they believe they found methane, right? And methane is a byproduct of life.
Fart jokes always make me laugh. I don't know why. I'm just easily amused. So, yeah, a biosignature is any substance with a biological origin and whether that be a 1 million year old fossil or a living microbe. I mean, that's what they're saying too. That if they do find something, it will probably be on the microbic level.
Right.
But
yeah.
hell, it would be Martian life.
I know.
Mars attacks.
I'm very excited about these discoveries.
Yeah. So movie news tomorrow, The Martian.
So yes, look, I'm very excited about this. In fact, I was so excited that I think it's been a week. I read the book by Andy Weir.
You read that book in a week?
Actually, I read it in 3 days, Dave.
You're such a show-off. Dude, I'm the slowest reader on the face of the planet.
My wife reads faster than I do.
That's disturbing.
Yeah, well, but she is a librarian, and she's the chief librarian of our show.
Yes, speaking of she being the chief librarian, it is a new month, and we have a new book of the month. So, this goes out to our boy Evan. Read a book, read a book. So what is the book of the month, Brian?
The book of the month from our chief librarian is I, Robot by Isaac Asimov.
No way! They made a book out of the Will Smith movie? Dude, that movie was awesome. I love that movie. So they made a book on it.
I hate your face.
That's great. I love that.
Look, as Tolkien is stated to be the father of modern fantasy, I could probably get away with saying that Asimov is the father of modern science fiction.
Well, wouldn't Will Smith be the father of modern science fiction movies?
No.
Welcome to Earth.
No, not at all.
Independence Day, I, Robot, Wild Wild West.
But no, don't even get me started.
Wild West.
So actually, I, Robot is it's not a single book; it's a collection of stories about robots and different things. But one of the big and I've read this a long time ago. It's just kind of this huge anthology of kind of short stories, but they're great. And one of the big things is the 3 laws of robotics, which we get to see that in Bicentennial Man. Do you remember that movie?
The one with Robin Williams?
Robin Williams, yeah, because that's based off of Asimov's work.
I don't think an original robot or android movie has ever done a movie not based on Asimov's 3 laws.
Right.
I mean, unless you look at Star Wars where they have assassin droids.
I just think that in Bicentennial Man, it really showcased the 3 laws very well. I mean, they touch on it in iRobot, but more so in Bicentennial Man.
See, I think that wraps you and I up perfectly in 2 little neat packages. You would really enjoy the movie Bicentennial Man, which I thought bored. It was so boring. And I am the iRobot Will Smith blow stuff up kind of guy.
Okay, I like them both for different reasons.
You have to pick a favorite child. I've already picked my favorite child.
But hey, did we talk about why we have a book of the month?
Oh, no. Why?
Well, because Tubby and Coos.
Oh, because it's only available at Tubby and Coos. iRobot is only available at Tubby and Coos.
For a 10% discount.
Are you sure?
If you're a listener of the show, just go in there and say you heard it on the show, and they'll give you a 10% discount on iRobot.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's the only place I can find it.
Well, we're not going to get into that, Dave.
That's not. All right, so what else do we have on the show sheet here? We had...
Did you want to
talk about... We need to go back to Top Nerd News, though.
Yeah,
actually. We need to circle it back now. We
TV?
did movies, TV. Absolutely. All right, so tonight, have you been watching Heroes?
No, I watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Castle is the only things that I've caught.
Okay. Well, see, I'm waiting. It's now October, so now I'm happy because next week is when everything really starts dropping on the 6th, October 6th. I'm just going to put it on the CW and leave it because you got The Flash and then iZombie and Arrow and then Supernatural. And, I mean, that's pretty much all the stuff that I watch. And then AMC's The Walking Dead. I'm watching Fear the Walking Dead right now. Ugh.
Is it still tough?
It's still tough to watch. I mean, it's I don't know. I don't know what new gold they're trying to mine. I just don't. I don't see what they're trying to get at because everyone who watches this series has watched The Walking Dead.
Right.
So you're going into it like with your eyes wide open. You're just like you're dating a new girl and you know she slept with the entire football team, but you're like, well, she's really cute and I really like her feelings.
Well.
And
I don't know if I go down with your analogy, but
I don't think most people would go down with my analogy.
I am. My point is, I mean, are they building a compelling story? Is there anything new to it or something, or is it a different take or a different direction?
It is, but not enough to really make it stand out in my mind. I mean, they're still kind of going over the same stuff. I mean, they had to adjust the learning curve where like they're having their come to Jesus moments at a rapid pace, where you have to, you have to willingly decide that I'm going to believe this, that I'm going to believe that a high school guidance counselor and a high school history teacher are going to survive the apocalypse. And I wasn't buying it right out the gate.
Okay.
And I mean, I don't know I don't see how a pacifist is going to survive the zombie apocalypse.
Well, it seems a little bit similar to the last season or this season of Castle, right? I've watched the first 2 episodes of Castle, and it's taken a real sharp left turn at Albuquerque. It's like, the direction they're taking the show, and I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but I don't know where they're going, but I'm going to stick around long enough to kind of figure it out.
Well, yeah, what season are they in?
9, I believe.
Yeah, see, like Supernatural season 11.
Yeah.
Oh, OMG.
Or maybe it's 8. I could be wrong, but.
All right, so this is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/The Week in Geek. And you can download the podcast eventually at Fox Sports AM 1280, but also check out our YouTube channel, The Week in Geek Radio Show. So stay tuned. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280.
This report is brought to you by the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer.
Traffic congestion finally starting to wind down throughout the area. Now, we're still seeing a heavy delay if you're headed to the East Bank, taking the Crescent City connection. Slowing up beginning from General de Gaulle, remains tight on the Lakebound Expressway. Your high-rise delays on the I-610 eastbound begin from St. Bernard Avenue, and on the I-10 beginning from the I-10-I-610 merge. Looking a lot better I-10 through Metairie, slow and go between Cleary and Power. I'm Angie Broldier. Follow us on Twitter at TotalTrafficNO.
The Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer is easy to use on a baby and perfect for the whole family. A gentle forehead scan is all you need for an accurate temperature. The Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer. Get yours at Walgreens and other fine retailers today.
Get your Plenty card at Exxon or Mobil and start earning points at lots of places.
So I get points for filling up at Exxon?
You sure do.
What about getting coffee at Mobil?
Points.
Streaming TV shows on Hulu?
Definitely.
Points on my AT&T wireless bill?
Yep.
Buying soap?
At Rite Aid.
Buying you a birthday present?
Points at Macy's.
Visiting your parents?
No. You get marriage points.
Oh.
Exxon and Mobil are the only fuel brands that are part of Plenty, the rewards program that lets you earn points at one place and use them at another. Join Plenty for free through a participating Exxon or Mobil station today. Terms and limitations apply. See plenty.com/partners for details.
Let's step it up a notch. Only the Home Depot has guaranteed low prices on items throughout the store. And every week, you'll find new ways to do more with every dollar. Whether it's doing one project for less, taking on more projects than you thought you'd be able to, or doing everything just a little better, you'll find everything you need to improve your home and your savings. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot.
The House of Shock Haunted House presents The Resurrection. The House of Shock returns with 2 brand new and completely sick events. The Bordello of Freaks, where the freaks get freaky, featuring Laugh in the Dark, a 3D all-out clown assault, and of course, the resurrection of The House of Shock, an all-new reimagining of the best haunted house in New Orleans. For more info, go to houseofshock.com. The House of Shock.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me. RockabillyRoadTrip.com. Join Nicky the Pipe and his homemade bride Patches on a cross-country journey in his custom-built rat rod, the Devil Driver. Go support a brand new Kickstarter to make this amazing comic into a movie and help make the custom rat rod, the Devil Driver, come to life. Go to RockabillyRoadTrip.com or their Kickstarter page, Rockabilly Road Trip Movie, and help make this piece of comic book Americana come to life. That's Rockabilly Road Trip Movie on Kickstarter and RockabillyRoadTrip.com.
Now back to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280 with local celebrity Brian and that other guy, what's his name again? David, I think. I don't know. David? Yeah, it's David. Okay.
I really don't know what I think about the new voice guy.
Yeah, I like him.
Of course you like him, local celebrity Brian Held. This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. I'm your host, David D. Squared DeCorbier, with local celebrity
Brian Held.
Yeah, made you say it. So, all right, Brian. Well, you know what? We should, as we always do, we close out this show with a segment we like to call This Week in Geek History. But, you know, there's some stuff that we didn't get to in Top Nerd News.
There's a ton of stuff.
Well, I know. Well, you know, there was a little bit of stuff like good news, bad news, you know.
Good news, everyone.
You know, they found a glowing turtle, Brian.
They did. It has bioluminescence.
Yeah, but
Bad news, everyone.
it wasn't a Ninja Turtle.
That's true. It was not.
That really stinks, man. Hey, did you hear that they have a
Good news, everyone.
they have a Gal Gadot figurine that got put out by DC?
No, I didn't hear that.
Bad news, everyone.
It's not inflatable. I'm sorry, man. It's terrible. All right, without much further ado, This Week in Geek History.
This week in Geek History.
We're sending you back to the future.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
This week in Geek History is brought to you by the House of Shock. Find them on the web at houseofshock.com. This week in Geek History.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
All right, Dave. So I got some good stuff for you today. First item on my list is from September 28th, 1980. The first episode of Carl Sagan's Cosmos airs with the shores of the cosmic ocean on PBS.
Wait, which one was that? Which one was Nova? What was the Nova?
No, well, that was a different show, but you don't remember Cosmos? You
No,
know,
I
the
don't.
pale blue.
I remember Nova.
Yeah, no, it's Carl Sagan, astrophysicist, right? He
Right.
has this great show, Cosmos, that just talks about science and
Science.
you know, right? And
All right,
you know.
that's just
And that
boring.
was-
Give me something
what
better.
What are you talking about?
Thrill me. Come on.
Because Neil deGrasse Tyson redid Cosmos. It's great.
Oh, is that why? Oh, well, now it's kind of cool, but still. I don't
All
know.
right. Next item on my list, September 29th, 1985. The pilot for MacGyver airs on ABC.
Now, that's a good one.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
good one. That man could kill you with a paper clip and a potato and maybe a chip clip.
Yeah, but he wouldn't kill you because that's not how he
Well,
rolled.
he should have killed people.
No.
It would have made the show so much better.
No, he didn't like guns. He used his brain to figure his way out of stuff. And look, it ran for 7 seasons.
Well, between that and the A-Team in the 80s, you know, nobody ever got killed. They need to reboot MacGyver. Reboot MacGyver, just have him as a mad assassin.
You know, it's funny. They give stormtroopers so much heck for missing. But, I mean, think about, like, G.I. Joe, right?
Right.
Nobody ever got shot.
These blaster shots could only be done by trained Imperial stormtroopers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what are you looking at, Obi? All right, what's next?
All right, so the next one, I have been waiting for a long while to get to this day, to this week, for this twofer.
All right,
okay?
this better be good, all this build-up.
On September 30th, in both 1997 and 1998, Fallouts 1 and 2, a post-nuclear role-playing game, were released.
And Brian's life was changed ever since he was a babe in 1997. He thought to himself, one day I will become a Nuka-Cola soldier. I will collect every bottle cap from shore to shore, and I will sit upon a tank. Check out his Facebook page. He sits on a tank.
Yeah, no, that's an NCR trooper, Dave. The New
I know, but
California Republic.
Nuka-Cola is all like that jumps to mind.
I know. So
or
yeah.
a sarsaparilla.
Oh yeah, Sunset Sarsaparilla. Yeah. Yeah, no, look, man, Fallout is awesome.
What was the first one that was like really bad though?
Well, okay, actually, it wasn't bad. Fallout is believed to be the spiritual sequel to Wasteland, right?
That's what it is. Wasteland.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was the guys who eventually formed Interplay, right? Who developed the Wasteland, and believe it or not, Wasteland 2 just released like 8 months ago.
Dun, dun.
Yeah, I picked up a copy. I played a little bit of it, and yeah, it has a lot of that Fallout feel. But no Nuka-Cola in the Wasteland there.
Oh well.
Yeah. Well.
All right. What else you got?
All right. This one's kind of for Skungy. Is on October 1st, 1979. becoming the world's first independent developer and distributor of video games for gaming consoles. Activision is founded.
Activision.
Yeah.
What? They had that like little rainbow logo.
I believe they did have a rainbow logo. Yes.
I wonder. I just wonder.
Okay.
I mean, just think about the people that have been losing their minds over rainbow Doritos. So was Activision like the first affirmative Activision?
I don't.
What was it?
Think that they had any involvement in any of that kind of stuff.
They just like look, a lot of pretty colors and an 8-bit figure.
Well, it probably related to the fact that it was a color video game versus like a monochrome, Pong or
right.
Kind of.
Well, and Commodore 64 when they finally got color. I mean, I got like I've said it several times, but we're on a new station, and I must remind the audience that I grew up on an Apple IIe, just black and green.
Oh yeah.
It tormented my life, my vision, my soul. And I mean, all my neighbors, everybody else had these cool things. I mean, I got stuck with the Atari what was it? Apple IIe, and I had the Atari 2600.
I had
very depressing.
All I had was an Atari 2600 on a small black and white, like 6-inch television. That's all I had as a kid.
and I had to walk both ways uphill to school each day in the snow in New Orleans.
I didn't get a personal computer until I got married.
What was
really?
that? Wait, was that part of the dowry?
No, no. That was the. I used them at school or at work. I didn't have my own computer.
Yeah. Well, that's why you like those corporate jobs.
Well,
free computers and milk and lunch. All right, what's next?
Next item on the list is October 3rd, 2008. The animated Star Wars The Clone Wars, set between episodes 2 and 3 of the film's debuts on Cartoon Network.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
Which one, The Clone Wars?
Yeah, The Clone Wars, yeah.
I could live without that.
Well, you didn't like Clone Wars?
I did not. I really didn't.
Well,
I don't know. I just never got into it. I never. Good Lord Almighty.
You didn't like Anakin and Ahsoka Tano and Obi-Wan and
no, I didn't actually.
No?
And the only reason I like Ahsoka now is because of Star Wars Rebels.
Really?
Yeah, because she's a bit of a tougher character now.
Okay.
Because I don't know if anybody out there watches Star Wars Rebels.
I only saw the first 6 episodes of that. So.
Well, I mean, I have a kid and I have Disney XD,
right?
And we watch it, and I mean, it's stuff that you can actually watch with your kid, and as an adult, you can sit down and chill with your kid and watch some of these things. Clone Wars. It didn't bring you in, and we've interviewed the voice of Zeb Aurelia, Steve Bloom,
yeah.
And I guess maybe I just find I don't know, I just have a connection more to Star Wars Rebel than I did with Clone Wars.
Oh yeah,
but I mean the movie blew. I mean they made that big movie in the theaters, for the Clone Wars.
You're talking about episodes 1, 2, and 3?
No, I'm not talking about it.
Well, you are.
No, I'm talking about the Clone Wars, the cartoon that came on.
No,
that's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
That was in theaters.
All right.
Our boy Randy Wallace went to go see it with his kids, and he's like, "Dude, don't, just don't."
Okay.
So I'm just saying, I get a little ranty.
All right, no, that's fine. All right, last item on my list.
What?
This is just kind of fun. I like this one. Is reaching way back, October 4th, 1582.
Jesus.
Pope Gregory XIII implements the Gregorian calendar.
Oh no! That's kind of elitist of him right there to try to. I'm gonna rename the calendar after myself.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's the current calendar we still use today.
Well, I know it's just a little pushy. I'm just saying, just because he's the Pope and all,
He is the Pope.
Oh, he is the Pope. Good Lord, man. We only got about a minute or so left, bro.
Yeah, all right. So how about some celebrity birthdays?
Yeah. You say it's your birthday.
September 29th, Zachary Levi. He was on series Chuck.
What? I didn't. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. I know the series. I didn't watch the series.
All right. October 1st, Zach Galifianakis.
Zach, yeah. He's a good one. He's a keeper. We can keep him.
Okay. October 1st, Randy Quaid.
I'm back.
Let's see. On October 2nd, Avery Brooks. He was Benjamin Sisko in DS9.
Okay, yeah. He was really good when they brought him back in some of the other the crossover episodes.
Oh yeah.
Those are really good.
Let's see. October 3rd, Clive Owen from Sin City, Inside Man, Closer, Children of the Men.
Oh man, Clive Owen. No, he was. King Arthur too in one of them, right?
I believe so. I don't recall. But last one on my list is October 4th is Susan Sarandon, right? Janet.
Yeah,
Rocky Horror.
yeah. She needs a little more food in her diet. She needs some more red beans and rice.
Come
in her
on
life.
now.
Just saying. She's a little skinny.
Look, you don't judge. Don't hate.
It's my job. We have a talk show, Brian. I'm going to just sit around and judge people from my ivory tower.
Oh, God.
My ivory studio. All right, Brian. Another great show is in the books. And we want to thank all of our new listeners for joining us here at Fox Sports 1280. This has been The Week in Geek with your host, David DeCorbier and
Brian Held.
Until next time, give me an earth play.